on a new level. You know I'm on a new level. Pull up in foreigns, you know that I'm scoring, I'm on a new level.
Welcome back to Kings at the Table podcast, where if you're a king, you belong at the table. One, we're going to do something a little different this week.
What?
We're going to do more so getting into the divisions.
Absolutely.
Not really a recap, but kind of just our
Checking in
insight.
on everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Quick little check-in with everybody, all the teams going in, so that way, you know, we could see either, A, if we can figure out how we can make these teams slightly better, or if, you know, there's a possibility that, you know, sometimes you just got to blow it up.
Yeah, but before we do that, Juan, I am still a little frustrated about last night of how these basketball games are getting freaking called and
Spit it.
you know, with all this, FBI.
Gambling investigations and all this other stuff.
It's a lot going on in the NBA.
You think it's taken away from the sport a lot?
I think so. I think it's a lot of years that have been piling up and fans already been knowing about it. And now it's like, we thought so.
They are who they thought they were.
Pretty much. But yeah, Juan, is the Kings versus Lakers, you know, not saying that make an excuse, but it's kind of going back to the past. And, you know, we've always been talking about history lately.
It's been repeating itself.
It has, and it was definitely a freaking weird. I don't even know how to explain this game. I couldn't
just
get
give
into
him the stat line. Just give him the one stat line that bothers you the most.
46 free throws in
How many?
46.
So that's if everything was made, that's 46 automatic points, if they say.
Right.
Okay.
No, I mean 100%. Let's say 80%. You're still gonna make like 38 points right there off the dribble. And you know, Luka was out, so he averages about 38 points. So they had to make it up somehow. that shit is crazy. What?
That's where we're gonna put it at.
And I hate that I have to do it because the Kings should have no damn excuse to lose that game. Don't get me wrong.
They were full. They were a full roster.
Right.
Minus Keegan still.
Minus Keegan, and they're losing LeBron and Luka. But 46. I mean, break it down to a quarter. You know, that's 10 goddamn free throws every quarter.
That's crazy.
That's a freaking whistle every minute. And they just stopped the momentum every single. I couldn't. I was like, dude.
So foul. He breathed on him. He took a breath on behind him, or hey, he touched him.
Yeah, it was bad, and I hate that I have to make that excuse. But hey, that was the stat.
It is what it is.
Right. Juan, let's get into these divisions though. NFL.
Well, just before we jump into these divisions, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Last night. Also, too, my team, the Steelers, we went down against the Green Bay Packers. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this call. You know, we lost flat out. We looked flat in the second half. That's what it is. That's what it was. Jordan Love came out, took care of business. And now that puts us in an awkward position because, you know, Lamar's supposed to be coming back soon. So we're going to see. And they have a real easy schedule going forward versus the Steelers. So we're going to see how shaking up this division could possibly get.
For sure. Well, I mean, since you want to talk about your team, let me bring up my Broncos because
the Cowboys couldn't ride these horses.
Yeah, man, it was pretty bad. We dominated though, and I was pretty excited of how the game went. Only because obviously I root for the Broncos, but it was our first complete game as far as every level. You know, special teams, defense,
the whole
offense.
Team actually looked like what they are supposed to look like.
And Juan, last year, I mean, we discussed about how Sean Payton drafts certain guys. Last night, Juan, every single rookie of this year
got a touchdown,
interception. It was a whole-on rookie. You got Bryant, scored a touchdown receiving. Harvey scored 3 touchdowns on the ground. Barron got an interception. It's like, bro, our rookies.
You guys looked like, man, you guys look good. And, you know, especially, you know, it wasn't supposed to be a walk in the park. Let's just sit there and say that.
Oh, no.
We were just speaking about how highly the Cowboys potentially could be this massive team that we're just like, you know, they're just missing one more thing.
Right.
And it showed a little bit in that game. You know, like Bo Nix, how long did he have in the pocket? You know what I mean? Like, it was definitely a hard game it was almost like an awakening for the league, too, if you think about it. Like, bro, like, you've been high on him for a very long time. Like, bro, this is what we've kind of been expecting from these Broncos as far as this build-up. Like you said, Sean Payton putting the right pieces all right together, everything clicking, and I bet 1,000% it was the most funnest Sunday for you just because you weren't worried about anything like, man, this is the part where they kind of fall apart. This is the part where da-da-da-da-da. No, like, you got to just sit back, relax, and watch the game.
Juan, if I could break it down to you, I went to go watch this at my mom's or my parents' house. You know, me and the family went over there, and I wasn't nervous not one bit throughout the whole game.
That must have been beautiful.
It was because the last 3 weeks have been all nail biters. I mean, obviously all season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even to our losses, we lost at the buzzer. Or, last play.
Potentially, you guys could have
Yeah.
been something, but you weren't. You know what I mean?
But, overall, it was just a very comfortable win, I guess.
yeah. It must have been nice.
Yeah, so let's get into this AFC East because we're going to kind of get into the divisions and say maybe who could come on up or dominate the division.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and start with that AFC East. Who's right now? I mean, what we're sitting at is you got the Patriots on top, followed by the Bills, and then you got
Dolphins, Jets.
Yeah. So, you mean do we start off ugly or do we just go ahead and just take the little high road, man?
I mean, let's start off ugly then.
Okay,
I mean,
the Dolphins need to blow up.
they,
I get it. They won. They had a great game against these Atlanta Falcons this week, but I mean, that game doesn't make me feel any more comfortable looking forward. Like, oh yeah, this is our turnaround point. This is the turn. I still kind of feel like, hey, great job, good job, you did your thing, but reality check, you still got more football to play.
So, okay, well, they turned it around against a Falcon team that we'll get into later, but did he save his job with that win? Because I think if they lost, he would have been fired.
McDaniels. Yeah. Kinda, I guess. But I mean,
for now,
again, like what are we gonna do next week? You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's that saying? The sun shines on a dog's ass one day, and they had their shine right now, and also which we'll get to the next team is the Jets too. They got a good day too. Did that save his job?
Yeah.
Again, right now, I think they're kind of stuck at a place where, like, if you think about it, like, how are you going to improve after this? Like, what gives another person, another fan, and another us the feeling that the Dolphins can actually do something going forward now?
Juan, I think, one thing that I would say we're pretty good at is like understanding visions of general managers and teams of how they're going to go. Very patient. We're patient critics.
Okay.
Right? Because we kind of been talking about the Jets for a while, even though they've been losing. And I don't think they're as bad still, huh? Like, it's
Still
crazy.
have a little faith in them.
Yeah, because it's
Well,
we look at the record. Obviously,
the record. So you feel that their record is not the real representation of what they could really be.
facts.
Okay. Break
Like-
that down for us, because I'm pretty sure everybody's like, they're looking at the Jets now like, oh, hey, that's sort of like a Browns week, I guess you could say, back in the day. So
Yeah.
like tell us how, like, because I can't really see it. It's hard for me to get behind it. I
Okay.
want to, but it's just kind of like, what are we talking about?
Okay. So I'm more so saying it's the coaching. Like the players are there. It's the coaching. Like, I know you just brought in a new coach, but I saw about 2 or 3 of their games this season, and they're pretty bad play calling. And it's like, I don't know if they understand the team they have and how to use those guys. It's like, what do you think about Fields?
So Fields is weird, man, because he's not playing bad football. If you look at him statistically, bro, like, he's there. He's not making bad decisions. I don't even know if he has a pick yet, to be honest. I mean, yeah, he was out for, a game or two and stuff like that, but he's still playing clean football. So, like, it's almost like you can't really just be like, oh, it's the quarterback's fault. It's the quarterback's fault. Granted, he has the issue where he can't really do his reads all the way yet. And, I mean, that kind of credits him, again, development, investment. If, like, okay, if you really wanted somebody and you could see, like, their full potential and be like, man, if we get the right this, get the right that, get him trained up, get him ready for, like, better game speed and stuff like that, he can eventually do something. But it almost feels like Fields' whole career has just been like, hey, bro, go fucking figure it out. And
Right.
That's kind of messed up.
Yes.
So, again, I do see where you're coming from the coaching standpoint, but that's like one position versus the entire team. It's a team effort, right?
Let me say this.
If he's not playing bad football, then how could you, I guess, like, put the blame on the quarterback?
I think I got it right here, Juan.
Let's go.
Because what have we been talking about all season about these quarterbacks that are getting second chance opportunities and everybody overlooks them?
So it's a New York thing.
Well, yeah, we talked about that too, right? It's a New York thing, but not just that. But he's going to be that next guy, I believe, if he gets that right opportunity. Like,
When he goes to the next team.
the next team, or somehow figure out the coaching staff, which sucks because this is his first year. with the head coach.
He has a little bit of a time there with his contract that he just signed. So, I mean, going forward, I mean, we'll see what really happens there. They still need a lot of help, though.
Right.
I mean, offensively, defensively, a little bit more.
Well, Bills or Patriots, man.
To take the division,
I mean,
it's a toss-up. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Patriots because, that was I guess you could kind of say like a quick rebuild. And look where they're at now. They got the right quarterback at the spot. You got a veteran in Stephon Diggs, and they look good overall. Their defense is, there. But I mean, they got a monster in Drake May. I'm still on the Drake May hype. He's got that cannon, almost like a Josh Allen. You could kind of compare the two. So I mean, I think that's why they're planning to put in the same boat. What about you?
Yeah, I'm with you with that as far as how the Patriots are building. When you say quick turnaround, though, what makes it quick? Because it was since Tom Brady, and he left with the Bucs a while ago, so it's been a minute.
Well, going back to like what you said, like the coaching stuff like that, that was a quick turnaround. They
went around 3 or 4 coaches already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But look how fast they're relevant again
because of that coach.
Yeah, just a quick turnaround.
I'm a big believer in
Vabro. Yeah,
huge believer.
He's got the right mentality there. He knows what it's about. It's kind of like coming home. He knows what he needs to do. He knows how to utilize these guys. And the offense is looking really good. Coming from a defensive coach, too. Let's not forget that either. Their defense is looking pretty good. You know what I mean? Right. They got Christian Gonzalez over there and everything like that. Oh, shout out to the Ducks. Quack.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're going to be – that's going to be the 1-2 now going there. And that's going to be an interesting division going forward, too.
Yeah, and we're not overlooking the Bills. I mean, the Bills could definitely still make that run. I mean, week 1, I was saying there was something that I seen in Josh Allen that I haven't seen in his whole career, the way he was just – spot on, right play, looked unstoppable, and then he has that slide that we always, bring up.
That's
here.
The one you always kind of call every single year that he's been having. And again, what have we been saying these last 2 weeks, man? History is repeating itself, bro.
It does, man.
So it's about that time. They'll probably wake up here real soon, though. So we'll see what's going on there.
Yeah, Juan. So let's get into the AFC North because that's the next division. That's your Steeler curtain. The Bengals are in second. 3-5, Ravens 2-5, and Browns are 2-6. So you're talking about maybe a game and a half or a half a game.
It comes back to that game against Cincinnati. I mean, we would have been talking a lot more different if we had won that game.
We as
in this here kings at the table.
The Steelers.
The Steelers, absolutely. So I mean, go ahead, man. You give me your feel on this division. I mean, obviously I'm in it, so I kind of know already where we're at and what's going on. But
okay,
the outside looking in.
I think that the Steelers have to be the favorites still, right? But I have a lot of questions for the Steelers, man. It's the personnel they have. It's like I'm not quite seeing an identity. I'm not quite seeing who's running the team. Like there's a lot of veterans there.
It's like a spread out thing.
Right. There's a lot of veterans. It's almost like the Kings, bro. Like
damn.
Why is it a damn?
Damn.
Come on, why is it?
Because it's hella unproven still?
Right, but it's like they have a lot of veterans, and it's just put together, and it's like someone has to lead.
Kind of like figure it out?
Figure it out on your own, basically. This is what the GM said, is like, I believe this team could make a little work, make it work a little bit, maybe make an identity, but one of you guys got to figure it out.
I got one for you then. If that's the case, right, we were just speaking about how, the right coaching, the right situations. Your favorite coach, Mike Tomlin, if he was, and, he's my coach too, but, like, if he was really about it like that, and we're talking about, you got veterans and this, and that, and everybody always says, what's their favorite thing? I love Coach T, and this, and that. So then why isn't this locker room, I'm not saying there's, like, funk in the locker room, but what I'm saying is that if you have these guys who are veterans, like you said, they know the game, they've been around, they know how to handle the adversity and all these things, why isn't it translating on the field? Because you could see it, like you said, nobody really has an identity. Nobody really, like, the Steelers don't really look like, you would think like, oh man, with all these guys you're gonna kill it, but we're not. We're having issues. You can see it game in and game out. A lot of the times, like, we're doing just enough to get through these games and everything like that. So, like, really, I feel like they should be killing it more than what they're doing now.
So then, hold on.
But what I'm saying is, like, where's the coaching factor that we always talk about, like, with this Mike Tomlin situation? You know what I mean? We've been through hella OCs. I
right.
mean, we were, I don't even know how many since Ben left. and it still hasn't translated. So when is it kind of like a Tomlin issue, or like, bro, if this is the team that you wanted to put together, you felt like this is the best way to win, why hasn't it translated on the field yet?
Yeah, Juan, and over the years, I gave him some, leeway, and I'm starting to see what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Tomlin, though, Juan. I really don't believe that. It's not him as a head coach. It's him of how long he's been there. And I've said that about multiple coaches in the league. It's
Time to move on.
It's time to move on. You mentioned that.
Yep.
And I see it. But it's nothing against the coach. Me, I feel like if he goes to another team, he could build that team up again.
Yeah.
Right?
Or can he, though?
That's what I feel.
Because, again, I mean, if you really want to get deep into it,
Go ahead.
let's talk
Big
about
Ben?
it. You were given a team built by Bill Coward, and you only got one Super Bowl to show for it.
I think you forget how hard it is to win a Super Bowl.
Well, if you're given the keys to something that's already built, what more do you need to do? Because
got it,
that wasn't he. Yeah, but first off, he had that team intact for at least like 3 years after that ish, and you still didn't do it. You had the killer bees, and you couldn't do it.
What do you think about Andy Reid?
Well, I mean, yeah, look what he did. He went over somewhere else, built that team, and he got it done.
But when he was with the Eagles,
But he built it.
with the Eagles,
Yeah, but after that, did they win a championship?
right. But did he deserve to win one with the Eagles?
He should have.
Okay.
But it's the same thing.
Right. So Tomlin got one, so I still feel
No,
like
he never got one in there.
No, in Pittsburgh?
Andy Reid did not get a Super Bowl in Philly.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
So he's one up on him.
but he didn't get the keys to a car.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
That motherfucker had McNabb. He had
He built that team. Go back and look. He built that team.
McNabb?
He built the team.
Oh, shit. I mean, they had a squad, though.
Who built the team? That's what I'm going back to.
I don't know if he drafted McNabb.
I think he did. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
100%
That's
sure.
history has to repeat itself for us to know that one.
Well, that was their regrab was Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
Just
Hurts.
repeated right there. Nah, but again, I don't know, man. There's a lot of question marks there, but the real big question mark is what is these Ravens gonna do? Looking at the schedule, it's a straight downslide.
Matter of fact, let's look at their schedule because
I mean,
I'm not quite sure.
I think the next 5 games are just
Let's do that real quick.
walkthroughs.
Juan, you
Go,
tell
go,
me.
Go.
In Miami,
They'll win.
in Minnesota,
They win.
in Cleveland.
Oh, that's a walkthrough. Well, no, I'll take that back. They
They
play
win,
him
but
tough.
close?
They always play him tough. But they'll win.
At home against the Jets.
Oh, that's a walkthrough.
The Bengals.
A walkthrough.
Holy shit.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's 5 fucking wins in a row.
And then what are we talking about here in this division?
Oh, my goodness.
And then if you look at the Steelers,
Oh, and then they got the
And then-
Steelers.
yeah,
And then that's for the division.
that's what I'm telling
Oh,
you.
bro, you
And then-
just sold something right now.
I know.
I just
I
need
know.
a cinematic.
And it's really what it is. But here's the thing that's going to make a lot of makeshift.
Where did you find this script?
Oh, it's been written.
It's
already.
been okay.
It was written already. We've kind of seen already how it goes. And then the other thing too is
FBI, we have no word of what's going on.
we didn't put this together. We swear.
We don't know anybody. We're just here
Just speaking on the
discussing.
dome. So, and then if you look at the Steelers schedule, bro, that's probably some of the toughest games you got. You got to go to. You're playing against the Colts. You're playing against the Bills.
Steelers,
Yes.
next 5.
Yeah.
Colts, Chargers. Those are too tough. Bengals, division, Bears, and Bills. Yeah.
So I mean, it's way tougher. So I mean, that can be a big makeshift in this division. But also too, what are we going to be talking about if they reel off these wins that were like, oh man, these are going to be tough opponents?
Hey, Juan, let me ask this real quick though, because the Bengals almost should have won that game. They were up by 14.
Again, the sun shines on a dog's ass every now and again, bro.
Right, but why are we counting out the Bengals?
Why are we counting out the Bengals?
No, serious.
Do you really feel like they can make that ultimate push? Let's just put the cards on the table.
No.
Do you believe it?
I think that they could be in the mix.
Okay.
I like what Flacco's doing, dude.
Yeah.
I'm actually
that
shocked.
offense is turned around. And what did I say in the beginning of the when Burrow went down? I was like, bro, if you have Chase and Higgins,
Chase Brown.
any of those guys, it's gonna be a real hard for you to get fantasy points. And how's your fantasy been looking since?
Right. The stock has been trending the right way.
And just think,
Right.
we would
Flacco.
have been, yeah, it's Flacco, and that's crazy how one quarterback can really make the whole difference like that. And I mean, again, other teams can follow the same suit, I guess you could say, but I mean, you have to have something already slightly in place, if you will.
Well, I mean, so we're kind of saying it's a toss-up between the Ravens, Steelers.
I mean, the stars align for the Ravens. Let's keep it honest. You know
Why?
what I mean?
Why though? Because last week we were discussing how they.
Well,
don't,
no, and that still kind of still falls in because if Lamar pulls off this little antics like he did, like he has, and I'm sticking by my guns. So if they get blown up, let's just say they get blown up next
I feel like you're just waiting for that though.
I am. I'm waiting for the downfall.
You know what? Fuck that shit.
We're
because
waiting for the downfall.
you gotta just let it be, write it out, see what happens.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was talking like if they lose to the Bears, they just won without fucking Lamar. And now we're in talks about maybe winning the division. But last week we were talking about fire Harbaugh.
Because that's how it stays relevant. For reals. Like, I mean, okay, like right now, tell me when we're going to sit here. Let's say if the Steelers lose the next 2 games. What are we probably going to be talking about then? Is it going to be Tomlin? That's a problem. Let's say the team's still playing good enough, like I've been saying, but we still keep losing these games. Like we lose the games kind of like we fall apart. Where's the problem? You know, we're going to be it's going to be all over the place. Like, oh, fire Tomlin, da-da-da-da-da. So it's going to kind of keep repeating itself until somebody gets, I guess, done.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, in retrospect, I don't know. What about you? What do you think?
No, yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I agree. I think we see the division the same way right now.
Yeah.
As far as where it can go. Let's get into the AFC South. You got the Colts 7-1, not just top of the division, but top of the league. Jacksonville 4-3. Houston's creeping up 3-4, and then the Titans, their ass 1-7.
We are ass.
Right.
So what do we do there?
Titans?
Yes.
Ah, shit. I'm not sure, Juan. I can't figure that one out.
I can't figure that one either because, I mean, I mentioned to you like a week or 2 ago, but we put up the Levitt's stats versus Cam Ward's stats in their first 8 games, and Levitt's had him beat by every category, damn near.
Oh,
minus the rushing yards, I guess. But I mean, he's always getting sacked. So I mean, do you take him out and you put Levitt's back in and see what happens, rolling the dice?
let me ask you this, Juan.
Okay.
You know, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but this makes me
That's
laugh.
what we do.
This makes me laugh right here because if Deion's son, Shador Sanders, was with the Titans and was performing the way he is, and the Titans were 1-7, this is for every single follower because this one is the one I've been wanting to discuss. Shador Sanders has not had a chance. Cam Ward has had a chance. They're 1-7. If Shador was 1-7 and was drafted number 1, can you just imagine? It would not be the fucking Titans franchise. It would be Shador's fault.
That's crazy. And it would. It hella would. It would have been all that. That's what it would have been.
Come on, man.
I'm not.
That's your boy Cam Ward.
Yeah, I know.
And it's nothing against Cam Ward, huh?
But I mean, it's just,
I just hate
it's
that
the cards. It's the cards that he's dealt.
But if it was Shador,
Oh, they would have been all over it, bro.
week
It would've-
3.
it would've
This
been-
is week 8.
They would have been like bench in week 1. That's probably what would have really happened. Let's keep it honest. That's exactly what would have happened.
So
But I mean, what are we really talking about?
what are we talking about? Shador needs a chance, man.
But I mean,
Shador needs a chance.
But I mean, the Browns are tripping. Let's just keep it a buck. The Browns are tripping. I don't know if everybody's seen it, but how the hell do you expect to get a second round pick
Oh, yeah.
for a guy you drafted in the 5th round
That has not played.
that has not played, has not showcased anything that he could do? We just seen him in practice. And even then, barely see him in practice.
Right.
So, Cleveland, what are you guys doing?
It's like they're holding him hostage, man. If you're not going to play him, trade him for a 4th round pick. It's still better than the 5th.
Why are you holding the man back?
Right.
Now at this point, why are you holding the man back?
But let's get back to the AFC South. We kind of discussed how we don't see the Titans making any kind of move. You got to maybe tank again.
I don't see what you can do as the Titans to like make yourself better. Like where can you point out?
I mean, can you just imagine a Titan fan listening to this and he feels the frustration, but it's like, I want to help him out. You feel me?
We want to give him a little bit of a way to like, hey, think positive a little bit. What
Right.
if you guys did this, this, and that? Then we can be like, oh, okay, maybe that can switch it up, change things up. But for reals with the Titans, I can't make them better.
Damn.
I can't think of making them better. I don't know about you.
I can't do that
It's
now.
hard. I mean, maybe a little bit more studying on them, but
It's almost like
It's-
you have to like tank for about another 2 more years.
damn.
No, you
I mean,
That's-
yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to think positive.
Also, too, you got to think like 2 years of the same thing. Like as fans, ownership, everything is gonna decline you hella hard. As far as even getting optimistic, like, is it's gonna turn into like, I ain't trying to go to Tennessee. Why I want to go play with the Titans? Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's hard. It's hard to go there. I mean, as far as let's go into Houston, they could still salvage. They could still save the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Wild
need
card at least.
a wild card. I think they just need to like buckle down and just kind of. The offense is the spot for me that I don't feel like they're hitting. I guess you could say their defense is doing what they do.
Well, they look good this last week, though. We got to tip the hat off, you know.
Well, yeah,
because the Niners
yeah.
have been the discussion.
Yeah. But I mean, again, I feel like the defense is okay where it's at. It's the offense that needs to get a little bit more rolling better.
Which we called it out, you know. I think when they lost 3 in a row, and we pretty much said, look, CJ, it's not a diss. We just trying to say, hey, we know you got it, so turn it up. And now they have won 3 of 4.
There you go.
So
I mean, it's the transition is kind of coming. Maybe they, like I said, they need to just like humble themselves and like, no, we got to stay
dialed in.
Yeah, and good things will fall, right?
And they got Denver next week, so it's going to be a good one. Jacksonville. I mean, they started off hot.
They were a big topic.
They are who we thought they were.
They are who they thought they were. So I mean, what are we gonna say?
That's
here
your
about
boy, man. Sunshine.
Hell
4-3.
Hell no, he's getting carried, bro. Carried.
Okay,
Carried.
so what's
all
going
on
on
the
over
Jaguars,
there?
all on the Jaguars defensive backs. You know what I mean? On the defense.
Do they like when the spotlight gets too big, they like kind of just
You think fold?
yeah, in a way.
I mean,
Because
let's talk about what he did when they played the Chargers. He didn't fold under pressure there.
I thought we were going to Clemson, but
No.
okay.
Nah, man, don't give him that much hype.
Yeah, okay.
He had a cool highlight reel. That's all.
Okay.
So, but no, I mean, what they're talking about trading
Brian
to us.
Thomas, but they just shut it down.
Oh, okay.
They're saying they're not looking at talks, but where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, there had to be something going on there in order for that to even come about.
If
like,
the price is right.
Exactly. There
Right.
you go. I mean, you're not going to trade a 5th-round player for a 2nd-round draft pick.
Right. No pun intended.
No pun intended. But I mean, you got to, everybody's gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. You're tripping. That ain't. Why would I make that move if you're a GM? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of situation like that. But
Well, Colts
unstoppable.
7-1.
I
Taylor.
mean, Taylor's the monster back there. And shout outs to Danny Dimes. I mean, a new life, definitely a breath of fresh air for him. And it's not all on him. You know what I mean? I think they have another well-balanced team looking just like you guys. Everything's working as a unit and everything like that. So
Our game went down to the wire.
Your guys, exactly, because you guys, I feel like you guys are like
The same.
You guys are both well balanced, and I'll even throw the Patriots in there with you guys too. You know what I mean? So I mean the AFC is pretty shook up. I mean those guys seem like locks, if you will. But going forward, let's see what happens. What about you? What are you thinking about these Colts going forward?
Yeah, they're a very dangerous team, balanced like you said. My only thing with them, I mean, I think I said it week 2. Like I compared them to Minnesota last year with Sam Darnold. They're gonna have a great record at the end of the season. This year, it's the Colts and the Seahawks. If how I compare them going up, but when it comes down to playoffs, talking about playoffs, that's where I want to see, because I'm not knocking what they got going on. It's more of Daniel Jones, and I hate that I got to put the pressure on him. But that's what playoffs is. It's pressure, and it's who's going to be able to have ice in their veins, not worried about making a turnover. And if the turnover happens, you're not going to fold. You're going to be able to bounce back. I'm not sure if Daniel Jones could bounce back off a couple turnovers or, pressure on him.
I guess he hasn't had that issue yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be interesting what happens when, the lights start shining a little bit.
Yeah, and the lights are shining in Denver right now. So we're going to talk about
They
the
got
AFC
that beautiful
West.
orange sun right now.
Orange and blue skies, like Stephen A. says with the Knicks.
It was a beautiful day out there. You know what I mean? And, I mean, let's go ahead and get right to it. You want to go, Rich, who, as a Bronco fan, who is to you right now in your division your biggest, I guess, threat?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, easy. As Rich said once, pump the motherfucking brakes.
Yeah.
But who do you feel like is your guys' biggest threat going into, these I mean, we're kind of damn near halfway through the season.
We are.
So, I mean, like, who do you feel is your threat in your division to take what's, how you would say, rightfully yours?
Well, we have to take it back because it hasn't been ours in a while, and we're on top right now. But it's them damn Chiefs. You know, you have to beat the best to be the best, and
Okay.
you know they've proven it for the last couple of years, and we've built this team to beat the Chiefs. It's not we didn't. You have to dominate your division. There's steps to being Super Bowl,
Absolutely.
and that's kind of how I was seeing it throughout the years. It's like we're building it to beat these Chiefs, and we're at that stage. Like, bring it on.
You're ready.
We're ready.
See him in the playoffs.
See it up. Like, square
See
up.
him in the playoffs, he said.
Hey, we're going to play them twice in the regular season.
See him in the playoffs.
We're going to square up. And I think it's going to be a good fight. And it should be a fair fight.
Richardson and this Kendrick Lamar. Squabble up. Squabble up.
I just hope it's a fair fight. That's my whole thing.
Damn. Reference back to the beginning of the episode?
Yeah.
Reference back to the beginning?
So, yeah, I mean, you can't count out the Chargers, but I just think they're losing their 2 offensive linemen, which are both studs. That's costly once it comes
huge. It's gonna show. It's gonna show, and especially with the type of offense that they like to run, the way they do things there in LA. I mean, but again, it depends on which quack you get. You know what I mean? You get Justin Herbert Chargers, or you're gonna get quack Justin Herbert. You know what I mean? Because quack Justin Herbert was doing some amazing things. Not knocking him now that he's not, but definitely it was a different side of the ball.
Who's the real Oregon Duck though?
I mean, Marcus Mariota won a Heisman.
Bo Nix, boy.
You better believe.
Believe, my guy.
Quack.
But yeah, the Chiefs, they play tonight against the Commanders. I could see them, you know, obviously they're already looking like they're about to be back. That's a dangerous team, Juan.
It can be, especially
Their defense is what's impressive to me right now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, I mean, they only have, you know, McDuffie. I'm not saying only because, I mean, it's a team. It's a whole unit, you know what I mean? But definitely they got some stars on the defensive side that are helping that, and that goes back to, like, how we've been saying, like, if you don't have something on the other side of the ball, I mean, like, you're basically just sitting on, hey, outscore me. And that's kind of like what showed a little bit in that Broncos and Cowboys game because it was like, hey, let's start shooting the ball and let's see who can score more points. And it obviously showed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So,
shots fired, huh?
Shots fired.
How about the last team we got to talk about in the division is the Raiders, man. They're on a bye week, so, you know, there's nothing,
Hey,
you know.
non-stressful weekend, I guess you could say. I know a lot of friends of mine that are Raider fans, they'll be like, man, I just stopped watching the Raiders. Like, I think it was the week when they played against the Chiefs. A friend of mine, he was shout out to Dustin. He was like, man, I see what the score was. I mean, I don't even want to watch the rest of this damn game.
I can't blame them.
So, I mean, it's a hard watch. How do you fix them? We don't know. I don't know. I can't.
I mean, I don't think they're that far back. I mean, they look bad. It's just the quarterback. We've been talking about Geno. Even when he got signed to the Raiders, I kept saying, I'm not a fan of this guy. I'm not, you know.
So then why okay, here's another good question. So if they kind of felt that way, they kind of seemed, I mean, it's not just us that can see that. It's not us that we can just, we're the only ones that can see that. You know, obviously these GMs get paid millions of dollars, so they got to be aware of all their surroundings, I guess you could say, and all the things that the other teams are doing. So then why didn't they take Shador when they had the chance?
Okay, there we go.
That's multiple chances.
That's where I'm going with it.
So again, what are we talking about here? Like you can't help yourself if you're not going to help yourself, I guess you could say. Or what was it? Like
you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped.
Boom, there you go. And you have Tom Brady in your management.
Well, that's one of my biggest questions right now. Juan is like, what is Tom Brady doing? Because
I think he's more excited about being commentator than anything else. Because how are you helping your own investment?
I find it very odd and doesn't make sense. Is that supposedly you were really cool with Shador?
Yeah.
Prior to everything,
you worked out with him a few times.
And then comes the combine, then comes this, you know, all this stuff about Shador and questions, and you are a part owner of the Raiders that need a quarterback.
You can make suggestions.
Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure you drafted half of the guys that they ended up drafting.
Probably more than likely.
Right.
Had a year in it at least.
Right. And you're telling me you couldn't just say, hey, go get Shador.
You're telling me Tom Brady's like, hey, my like $900 million is on this team right now, so like why don't we do this guy?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you have that kind of pull. Why didn't they pull the trigger? That's another good question.
It's and
Because this year, to be honest, in the college football world, quarterbacks don't look all that great this year, to be honest. There's like maybe a few. Of course, there's always a few.
Always.
But, again, that transition to the league from college, all that other stuff, speeds, everything like that. You don't know how people, perform after that.
I mean, I thought the Raiders were a lock for Shador at one point.
Should have been.
Right.
But, I mean, do you take Shador? Or, I don't know.
You wouldn't have had to pay Geno that money.
No.
You would have had a cheaper quarterback that could potentially be a franchise quarterback.
You got to build it.
Right. You would have used that money to help outs-wise.
I mean, you had options. But, I mean, hey,
they don't want to be helped.
That's out of our department, I guess you could say. We could just give you guys a listening ear, but I mean, what you guys do after that, that's all on you.
Right.
So I mean, it's tough for the Raiders right now.
Yeah, I mean that goes for the AFC one. I think this NFC though
is going to be a weird little cookie right there.
Right. I think we should do 2 parts to this though. Let's shut down the AFC. Thank you guys for listening to this episode, but make sure y'all tune into part 2 for the NFC.
Yeah, exactly. And if you guys feel like you guys want to drop your 2 cents, put it in the comments. You already know what it is. We talk back to you guys. All right, guys.
What do we always say, Juan?
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And, again, talk to us. We'll talk right back to you.
If you're a king,
you
belong at the table. Go.